Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most crucial skills in CS2, and that's aim. Whether you're just starting out or have thousands of hours, mastering your aim can take your gameplay to the next level. Stick around as I break down some essential tips and techniques that can help you dominate in the server. Tip number 1 is finding your perfect sensitivity. Tip number 2 is practice. Make an aim routine. Put like an hour aside a day. Tip number 3 is which aim style you are using, if you're free aiming or pre-aiming. And tip number 4 is mastering recoil. One of the first things you need to do is to find the right sensitivity settings for your mouse when playing CS2. Experiment with different sensitivities until you find one that feels comfortable, where you can turn swiftly and still be accurate when aiming. In the video description, I've linked a website that can help you find your perfect mouse sensitivity. This is how the website looks, and all you have to do to start is to enter your starting sensitivity, which is the sensitivity you're using right now. You enter this in the top field. In my case, my sensitivity is 0.6. Now you'll notice on the right side of the home page, you'll get a lower sensitivity value, a base sensitivity value, and a higher sensitivity value. And what I usually do is I open a workshop map where I can test how fast I can kill 50 bots using these 3 different settings, and then I choose which one I did the fastest. When you do this, you'll get a new set of values here on the right side. As you see, we have a new lower value, a new base, and a higher. And you have to do this like 6 times, and then you'll get your perfect sensitivity at the end. I can just fill this out for you guys and you'll see. So now, if I did the following, my perfect sensitivity would be 0.9. Now let me show you guys how I decide if I should choose lower or higher mouse sensitivity values. To find out which sensitivity best fits me, I use a workshop map. I've linked it down in the video description if you guys want to use it as well. It's called Aimbots, Aim Training. Now we load it into the map, and when we load in, we have to do some things first. First we remove all the bots and sites, and then we change the amount of bots we kill to 50. Then what I usually do is I open my console, and then I type which sensitivity I want to use, and according to the website obviously, 0.5, let's say that, fine. Then I start the time, and then I try and shoot 50 bots as fast as I can. After you've done that, you'll get a final time. And then if you just write that final time down in the notepad and you compare, when you go through all your 6 different settings, you'll find your perfect sensitivity in the end. Just choose the one you did the fastest. When it comes to aim, practice makes perfect. Set aside dedicated time where you use this time only on practicing your aim in workshop maps or DM servers. You can start out by making an aiming routine that focuses on different aspects of aiming, such as flick shots, tracking, moving targets, and controlling your recoil. Consistent practice will help you build muscle memory and improve your reflexes over time. Before any serious games, I always warm up first, and my warm-up routine is very simple. On the workshop map Aimbots, I kill 300 bots as fast as I can, and after that I go on this aim trainee map, the free aim map, where I shoot the dots for like 5 minutes, then I'm ready to go. When my warm-up is finished and we're done gaming, my aim routine is getting 1000 kills in DM. When I talk about DMing, I'm not talking about Valve's official deathmatch servers. I'm talking about community-made deathmatch servers where there's like fast respawn and more players. So the website I recommend is Cybershock. They have really good servers and very active player base. Go on this website, I've linked it in the video description. Just press on one of these servers that aren't full and you can get to fragging. If you guys like the content and enjoy the video, please like and subscribe, guys. When we talk about aim, there are 2 ways of aiming: free aiming and pre-aiming. Free aiming is typical in games where there are longer time to kill, like games like Overwatch and Apex. Pre-aiming is very common in games like tactical FPS games like Counter-Strike, Rainbow Six Siege, where like you have to know the map, you know like common angles where people are, you always keep your crosshair at head level. Just to show what I mean, this is an example of pre-aiming, where you keep your crosshair at head level and you kind of know that there's an opponent, or there can be an opponent in this corner, so you peek it, very nice and tight, crosshair at head level. This is the main way of aiming in Counter-Strike. Now to give an example of free aiming, I've gone in my favorite free aim training workshop map in CS. This is a much more fluid way of aiming. So you kind of move your mouse, you know. You don't like have a specific angle you're trying to clear, but you're kind of trying to move your mouse as fast as possible to the target you see in front of you. I've linked this workshop map down in the description if you're interested. When I play with friends or teammates that are under like 15k premier elo, their crosshair placement is all over the place, and now I'm just going to give you an example of good crosshair placement and bad crosshair placement. So when we talk about crosshair placement, it's all about making a conscious decision of where your crosshair is all the time, 24/7. Right now, this is an example of bad crosshair placement, right? I'm peeking top mid on Dust 2. I peek out on my crosshair like I'm looking at the floor, like there's no opponent that can be down here, you know? And still, many players do this. They peek and then they like flick up and shoot. And this is really bad because the movement you take to move up, I mean, you might as well just have had the crosshair up here, peek out, shoot once in the head. It's much faster and it's much cleaner. So, try and keep your crosshair head height, learn the maps, know where the heads are, know where people commonly stand, and try and improve your pre-aim. And lastly, we have tip number 4, and that's mastering recoil patterns. And to do this easily, I have another workshop map in the video description. It's called Recoil Master. Now we're loaded in the map, and what you have to do is turn to your left and enter this room here. And I remember when I was new to CS, this game, this workshop map really helped me out a lot. So you choose the rifle you want to learn how to control over here. And the most common ones, obviously the AK, the M4 and the M4A1. So the red dots we see go down here is actually the spray pattern. And you can see if I don't control my spray at all and just press M1, we'll get the exact opposite pattern that we see here. Like the red dots here and this are direct opposites. And this is because when we move the mouse like this, we cancel this out. And therefore we get a perfect spray. And this workshop map is really nice because it shows you visually where you have to put your mouse. It's basically like having follow recoil on. But many players find that distracting. So this is another way to help. So when you feel warm on the AK, you can always train the M4s by going to your left here and choosing which M4 you want to use. And now you can see the pattern changed by itself. Really nice map. And then all you have to do is spray again. Something like that. There you go. Recoil control is another essential aspect of aiming in CS2. With consistent practice, you'll be able to keep your shots on target even during intense firefights. Remember, mastering your aim is a journey that takes time, practice and dedication, but the rewards are well worth it. So with these goodie bag of tricks, get out of here and hone your skills. Thanks for watching, and until next time, have fun DMing.